We are back, baby. What is going on? I think I have everything turned on here. Oh, geez. Getting everything set up. Sorry, we're running a couple minutes late. Whew. Welcome to the extras. Hey, right there before the song ended. What is going on? Couple people in the chat already. Appreciate you. Looks like Nance in there first. Tasty Wires, he says. Becky, where are you? You can send me some cupcakes, though. Since Monday is my birthday. Yeah, Monday we got to do something special for Nance's birthday. All right, dude. Birthday time. Where's the button? Hype. Birthday hype.
Yo,
there we go.
Yo,
all right.
Yo,
we got buttons working. Oh, God. Yes. Love it. Becky in the chat as well. What's going on, Becky? I hope you had a great week. Nance says late as usual. Yeah, these Fridays are tough. Becky says, I'm trying to plan something. Oh, okay. Okay, nice. Crooked Orchid's also in the chat. What is going on, Crooked Orchid? She says, hit that like button, bacon strips. The question is, did Michi spring for a fancy cupcake to be sent? No, she didn't. Cupcake delivery for me from Michi Claus. Yeah. For Mr. Drew. Yeah, she probably would have if I asked her to. Crooked Orchid says, happy birthday, almost Nancy Pants. Yeah, you're driving all day on your birthday, so that'll be, I mean, at least you're not at work, right? Could be worse. You're with the fam. So, alright, y'all. This was a whole saga, okay? I was trying to capitalize on the fact that the cupcake stream got a little bit of attention, okay? A couple of people watched it, including a couple of our newest subscribers. So thank you so much. If you are a new subscriber, feel free to jump in the chat if you are here live, or leave me a comment and say what's up. What is this? Noob Fixers Elite. Sounds like a gaming channel. That's a new subscriber. Appreciate you, Noob Fixers Elite. Oh, you are in the chat as well. Hello, new subscriber here from Australia. Excited to be here. Nice. Okay. Well, welcome. That's awesome. So I was just saying that because the cupcake stream got so much attention, I wanted to do a follow-up on it, right? And so I had a Nance says Australia, holy F-balls. I know, that's crazy. I love YouTube for that. We got Canada in the house, we got the US in the house, we got Australia. I love it. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, and thank you for subscribing too. Here every Monday and Friday, and I just kind of do live reaction and commentary about whatever silly thing the internet is wound up about that week. But this video, the former video was called Walmart Upsets Boutique Bakers with Viral Cupcake Bouquet, okay? It got like 1,100 views, which is really abnormal for my channel, so appreciate you for watching that. And I wanted to do a follow-up on Monday and talk about this. But I placed my order for the Walmart Cupcake Bouquet at Walmart, and they canceled it. I thought at first that I had made a mistake. So I was like, okay, no big deal. This is one reason why I don't reveal the topic of the stream ahead of time, because if things don't work, I can just push it and then nothing bad happens, right? Well, nothing bad will happen anyway. This is very low stakes. Anyways. So, I replace the order, and then I get an email on Thursday morning, yesterday morning, that said, your order's been canceled. And they don't give an explanation. It just says your order's been canceled. So, and I had tried a different Walmart bakery the second time, okay? So I call. Crooked Orchid says, how many people do we need for custom stickers? I don't know. I don't know about custom stickers. Meech knows about custom stickers. She could definitely help me. Keho says hazardous.
We're considered a hazardous building.
This is considered a hazardous building for sure when you have Walmart cupcakes inside. Alex Drought in the chat, what is going on, man? He says, I must be getting old. I refuse to Google Walmart Cupcake Bouquet. You don't have to, sir. I will bring you the news. Cheers, by the way. I'm sipping on a Tullamore Dew tonight, so... Becky says, hello, Alex. Okay, so I was so confused why they keep canceling my order. So I was like, you know what? I just need to talk to a human being, because talking to a human fixes everything, right? So I was like, I'll just call Walmart Bakery up and we'll just settle this right now. I called 6 Walmart locations. And y'all know Walmart aren't like right next to each other. They're pretty spread out, right? So I'm calling 6 different Walmart locations that are within like a 30-40 minute drive of where I live. Finally, someone answers the phone at the 6th location. I was blown away. Like, what? How do you guys do business? No one's answering the phone. This is 11 to 11:30 a.m. on a weekday. There's no reason not to be answering the phone. Alex says, Tullamore Dew is a good choice for the holiday. I have a soft spot for ones in a crock ceramic bottle. Yeah, I do like the bottle. Absolutely. Becky says, I hope they had a good excuse why they kept canceling. Well, they never told me, but through my investigation, I did find out what happened. So, I talked to this lady, and I said, hey, I've placed an order for this Cupcake Bouquet 2 different times, and no one will explain to me why it keeps getting canceled. And she goes, oh, it got canceled? Yeah. I was like, yeah, it got canceled. So I need the cupcakes tomorrow, and it's Thursday. I need them for Friday. What am I supposed to do here? Because you guys canceled my order twice. I tried to do this already last week, and we couldn't do it. I was like, and she's like, I don't know. You know, that wasn't my location, so I don't know why they canceled it. But sometimes they get busy on the weekends and they cancel orders. I placed the order on Tuesday for Friday. What do you mean they get busy on the weekend? They get busy on the weekends. Sometimes they cancel the orders. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. She's on a recorded line. She's the only one who's answered the phone. I'm trying really hard not to get upset with her because I don't want to blame this on her at all, okay? So she says, you know, I asked her, I had a 2 p.m. pickup time set, okay? And I said, hey, so if I had a 2 p.m. pickup time for this Cupcake Bouquet, are you gonna make it the day before and put it in the fridge? Or is it made a couple days before? Like, why do I have to order it 3 days in advance? And she goes, no, if you had it for the morning, I would come in and make it in the morning. I get here at 6, I'd make it at like 8 o'clock probably. I was like, okay, so it's fresh. And she goes, yeah, it's fresh for the day. And I'm like, okay. Well, what are you doing right now? Because I am a 35-minute drive from you, ma'am, and I want some cupcakes. And she goes, the lady is gonna I don't want to make fun of her. English was her second language, but this lady's my hero. I really appreciate what she's done, and I've decided I don't want to say her name because I don't want her to get in trouble for helping me. Even though what she did was not helping me, she literally... okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay. So she says, listen, it's like 11:30. She goes, you got to get here before 3 o'clock, because if you get here after 3 o'clock, the lady sees your order, she's going to cancel it. I was like, what is up with this lady, right? So I drive 40 minutes over to this place. Sorry, I'm missing the chat. Keho says, oh, you did all that driving today and you could have gotten a Walmart. Yeah, I did. I drove for 4 hours today, guys. Well, I'm getting ahead of myself. That's good business. They sold you flaming S words. Yeah, exactly. Keho says, I like the whisper close up. Okay, listen. I rush over there, okay? I get to the lady. I get there way before. She goes, which one do you want? I was like, this one. So I pointed to her. The one from the video. You know what I mean? Where is it? We got the video.
Viral Walmart cupcake bouquets.
Oh my gosh. Why is there whispering in music? Yeah, okay. So this is Kaylee H from Walmart. We watched her decorate this cupcake bouquet, and I was like, I want that. That looks cool. And the whole thing was the boutique bakers were saying that Walmart bakers are not talented, whatever. So I get over there. I tell her I want this thing, and she goes, okay, now listen. Write your name on this Post-it note. I was like, okay. So I give her my info. And then she goes, the lady works at 11 tomorrow, so you have to be here before then. I was like, all right. I'll be here at 10. She goes, okay. So. I kind of want to tell this little side story that happened, too. When I was over there, okay? When I initially got to this place, my person I had talked to on the phone was on break, okay? So I went over to the bakery area, and I said, hello, I'm here to see so-and-so. And the other lady behind the counter who was working the deli area said, oh, she's on break right now. I was like, oh, okay, cool. She goes, yeah, just come back in like 15 minutes. And another girl said the same thing. A girl who was like stocking the bakery area next to me. I was like, okay, cool. Ko says, the joy you're getting from this story is fabulous. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. I'm still blown away by it, okay? But this was kind of a funny little side part. So I leave for 20 minutes. I'm walking around the store or whatever, just marveling at the fact that Walmart is just dystopian as hell and falling apart. For example, I noticed that infant formula is locked up and the receipt checkers at the door now have an armed guard next to them with body armor on. It's insane. So I'm marveling at that for 20 minutes, and I go back over and I see a different girl in the bakery, and I was like, hey, I'm looking for so-and-so. And she goes, oh, you are? I said, yeah, I talked to her on the phone. And she goes, okay. She's on break right now, but she'll be back soon. And I was like, oh no. What did I do? This lady thinks I'm here to like get this girl's number, okay? So she's giggling and goes to talk to another girl, and they're giggling, laughing, pointing at me. I'm like, oh, I hate this. So I leave. I left for like another 20 minutes, okay? And I have video of all this. I'll make a short of it. It's kind of funny. So I come back, and there's 3 people staying in the bakery now. One of them's a guy, okay? The guy turns around, hey, how you doing? He's like, I'm doing great, man. I talked to so-and-so, and I'm here to talk to her. And he was like, oh, well, we'll get out of your way then. And I was like, oh my God, no. All these people think that I'm here to be like, how you doing, baby? I heard you're good at making cupcakes. So I'm like super embarrassed, and so is she at this point, because I think someone has communicated it to her. She's also blushing in this situation when they walk away from her. And I was like, I'm Drew. And she goes, hello, Drew. I was like, can you help me with the cupcakes? And she goes, yes. So anyways, she takes the order, right? And I gotta get back there before the, yes. Yeah, no, I did not stand her up, KO. No, I was not gonna stand her up, because if I waited too long, then the canceling lady would come in, okay? So apparently, there is a policy where the baker people, they're called bakers, but really they're decorators, because I don't think they're making these cupcakes or cakes in-house. That's just my guess, though. But they do decorate them on site, I found out, okay? Like, the lady that I talked to was actually the one who decorated the thing, okay? And so I got there before the order canceller got to work, and I got there today before she was there to get mad about it. And we had to do the whole thing outside of the system. And I was trying to make a video in support of Walmart employees, because I have a problem with Walmart policies. Obviously, if you watched my streams, you've seen I got a couple issues with Walmart's policies sometimes. But their employees, in my experience, are great. I don't really go there very often, though, so it's not a great sample size. But calling 6 places and nobody answers the phone. And then you finally get through to somebody, and she has to dodge her supervisor in order to make this for me. Like, why? It wasn't like I went in there into the bakery and asked for something absurd that they don't sell. Like, I don't know if they sell cheesecakes, but if I walked in and was like, I need 14 cheesecakes right now, obviously that's an unreasonable demand. But like, I don't understand why orders are constantly getting canceled, and I want to know if this one goes around like the last one did. If you are into, like, if you are a Walmart shopper regularly and maybe you have experience with the bakery, like, does it always go like this? Is it this hard to be a patron of Walmart? Because when I was there, it was almost like it was meant to be. When I was there this morning to meet with her again, there was a vintage heart cake on the counter. And I almost wanted to video it, but I didn't want to video the inside of the Walmart and have somebody, like, figure out where it is and get this lady in trouble or something, because she helped me out. KO says, put them cakes on my hands. No, you would call in the order of 14 cheesecakes and it would get canceled the day before. Exactly! That's the problem. Like, if I'm gonna place this order 3 days before I need it, why can't you just make it? I mean, like, let me mute this. In case you didn't see the other one, this is how they make it, okay? This is exactly what I got. I got the chocolate and vanilla cupcake blend, okay? And now, obviously, this video is sped up, okay? Look at that skill, man. Obviously, this video is sped up, okay? But this is like 30 minutes of time is elapsed here. You know what I mean? This is not... It looks absolutely beautiful. I just love it. When I saw this video, I was like, dang, I kind of want that now. Nance says, how much was those cupcakes, though? That is the crazy part, dude. That is the craziest part. This whole thing, 12 cupcakes, beautifully decorated, just like this, is $19. $19.94, okay? $19.94. And the other lady, this lady, she has like a boutique bakery, bundle of cupcakes. She charges $120 for this. And Walmart charges $20 for something that's... now, the wrapping is way fancier on this. And I definitely could just get paper and ribbon. But, like, it's... I think it's almost the same thing. Alex says, I don't want to inflate other stores or look down on Walmart, but I feel like if this is important, I might go through a snootier store like Heinen's or Dorothy Lane. I agree with you there. That a dedicated bakery probably would be more reliable. I'm with you on that. But in many communities, Walmart is the only grocery store. So it might be the only bakery in the area, you know? And also, these things were going viral on TikTok. Everybody is talking about these... Like, remember this girl? She loved this thing, man. Like, I mean, and she has, like, perfect lighting here and everything, blah, 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 whatever. That looks like it's made for a wedding, dude. Like, the quality is amazing for $20. KO says, I'm a monster. I hate frostings. Give me the cakes. Oh my gosh. The frosting is the good part. Big stores get small-time places ideas and run with it. I wonder who made the first one. That's great and creative idea. I agree. And I think that the boutique bakers were maybe upset like Walmart kind of stole their gig, but like it's not like vintage heart cakes and cupcakes being decorated is like a thing that boutique TikTok bakers invented. These have been around for a long time. Alex says, that finished Walmart bouquet looks really good. Well, you know, it's funny you would say that. Because courtesy of my anonymous friend, I have the Walmart Cupcake Bouquet. Oh. Alright, now, I have to open this thing strategically here. Hopefully you can still hear me alright. Yeah, there you go. Oh my god. My hands don't work. There's your price. $20. It's real, okay? KO says, don't put it in water. Okay. I will not put it in water. Oh my gosh. Dude, this looks so fancy. Oh, it smells delicious. How do you open this? Oh, okay. Alright. Oh, man. Hold on. I'm gonna, like, knock everything over. probably could have unpacked this, like, beforehand, but, you know. We're lucky the mic is turned on, honestly, but okay. Let's get a good view of this thing, dude. Look at this. Let me make sure I don't get it all over my microphone. Borderline spectacular. Look at that, man. Absolutely beautiful. I think it looks just like the video. She did a great job with it, and those little tiny flowers there are plastic. I think each one has its own little flair. There's one that has like butterflies. But yeah, I am impressed, super impressed with that. I don't even want to mess it up right now because that just like that looks so pretty. I don't know. Do I pull one out of it? Like, I think that looks just so perfect. And this is for $20. This was $20, and it's 12 cupcakes if you didn't catch that. That's an incredible value. I'm not even a Walmart fan, but I'm saying this is killer, dude. Okay, so I guess I gotta try one of these, right? Cardboard thing is just occupying the entire room now. I don't know. I don't even want to touch it. I will get icing all over my face. Y'all don't want to see me eat, but I will. In the short video that I make about the experience of buying the cake, I will put the taste test at the end. So, yeah. Keho says can't see. Oh my gosh. Okay, did you guys get a good look at it? I didn't want to take it apart. Yes. Oh, Keho says yes. That's a crazy deal. Yes, the little pansy. I was absolutely blown away, man. I think they hit it out of the park. Absolutely amazing. Killer deal. Crushed at Walmart. But also the oh, I didn't see that. Alex says, do you need a double shot of whiskey first? That was the problem, is I haven't drank enough of the whiskey, so I don't have I haven't lowered my inhibitions enough to, like, actually eat one of those. It's coming. Yes, absolutely. Okay, we saw. Okay, good. Yeah, I think that is awesome. Hopefully we got some good video out of that, and I can cut that up for the short, and, yeah. But yeah, so while I was doing that and going through this whole thing, the creator, Amy Robinson, who first showed me this topic, did another cake-related topic that I thought was hilarious, and I didn't want to go to two places and buy things. I don't think we have to for this, but I thought it was really funny. Like, man, these TikTok bakers get so mad at these places who sell their competition, essentially, and they just the way that they talk bad about them online is crazy to me, because, like, if you're comparing a boutique baker versus a Walmart cake, just like Alex was saying, the importance of the event correlates with how much money you're willing to spend and also the level of quality you desire. I didn't need a $200 cupcake bouquet for this, you know? And if you're just getting it to, like, make somebody smile, like, hey, here's this, thank you. And if you're not chronically online or on TikTok, most people probably don't even know that thing exists. They've had that for 3 years, the Cupcake Bouquet. So you show up with that thing anywhere, I think somebody's going to be happy as heck for $20. And if you showed up with that other thing that's $200, fine. But, like, no one's gonna look at that and be like, oh yeah, that was $200. Versus like a wedding cake where you know, like, whoa, that was a really expensive cake and it was really well done. Well, Alex says, those look really good. I'd imagine at a boutique bakery, cupcakes would be well over $2 a pop. Of course. KO says, cupcake mukbang. Yeah. I'm going to eat all 12 of these cupcakes. No, I'm not. No, I'm not doing that. But I definitely will try one. But the other store in question is called Nothing Bundt Cake. Have you guys heard of that place? Do they have that where you guys are? It's like a chain bakery, okay? And chain bakeries, they have recipes, you know, so that every bakery makes their product the same. I felt like that's a pretty simple concept, and obvious that most restaurants probably operate on that same type of wavelength, right? You know, they have recipes so that when you get a burger at Red Robin in Tallahassee, it tastes the same as the burger at Red Robin in Kansas City. You know what I'm saying? KO says, homemade is better, in my opinion. I just love the cakes. The icing is for other people. Yeah, I'm with you. See, and if what you care about the most is the cake, then I can see going with one of these boutique cake bakers, because you would think that you're getting like a special recipe or something. But what I've seen online is that a lot of these cake bakers are using box cake mix, okay? And what I mean when I say box cake mix is like a grocery store box of cake mix. Betty Crocker, Duncan Hines, it's a box. And it has like the flour and the salt and baking soda, whatever, baking powder, whatever. I don't know what's in a cake, y'all. All the dry ingredients are all mixed together. You just dump it in a bowl, add the wet stuff, and go throw it in the oven, right? Now, you would think if you're going to pay all this extra money for a boutique baker to make it, that they would use their own recipe and have some fancy key. You're going to get a way better tasting cake than you could ever get from anywhere else. But what these boutique bakers have found out is that Betty Crocker and Duncan Hines have the math figured out. They have the best cake. It's perfect every time. Perfect cake. And so they use the box cake mix. Now, they're doing a little thing called projection, and I'm here for it, and so is Amy. She's gonna set up a little bit what we're talking about.
There's definitely some things that I see, and I'm like, you know what, that could really benefit being in my mouth. But obviously, that is not to be. However,
she right here is lamenting the fact that they don't have Nothing Bundt Cake locations where she lives. And by the way, side note, huge congratulations to Amy Robinson. She just announced a day ago that she is pregnant with a little one. Her and her partner are very excited. She already has 2 little ones, so that is pretty cool. She is all aglow about that, and I believe 20 weeks pregnant right now, so awesome. Congratulations to her. Yeah, okay, so take it away.
have got
Sorry,
Bundt
bacon
Cake.
strips.
They're having the worst week in terms of PR. We have got workers who are fighting against the people who are a little bit skeptic on whether...
KO says they're just add eggs and water most of the time. Okay, so yeah, it's everything but the eggs and water. See, that's perfect.
Whether or not they actually make their
can't
own
mess
Bundt
that up.
cakes.
So
It's
I
gonna
heard
be
that
the same
Nothing
every
Bundt
time.
Cakes is using box cake mix, and the secret is out.
And on that same topic,
The secret is out, guys. They're using box cake mix.
once again, we're revisiting the treat makers, the treat dippers, actually. We've got a running theme on this channel of covering a lot of dippers. If you think treat makers and treat dippers are the same, No, they're not. I didn't actually realise this, but there are a lot of treat dippers out there, and this one is being called out for not making his own Rice Krispie cake.
See?
We're going to get onto it.
And
So where we're actually going to start
There's
is...
another factor. If you're a dipper and you sell Rice Krispie treat dip things and you don't make your own, I mean, how hard is that? Literally, it's just marshmallow, butter, and cereal. Like, what are we doing?
Is the Bundt cakes. I'm really sorry I haven't got a sweet treat to share with you today. I usually
Yes,
bring a
congratulations.
sweet treat. I haven't got anything. I've got a hobnob, and that's
I
it.
doubt
And
she
to
would
be
ever
honest,
see
it's
this,
like
but you never
9:30
know.
in the morning. I'm not really feeling a
I love
sweet
her
treat.
so
I'm also
much.
waiting for my shopping to be delivered, so that'll be fun. So there is this company. I'm Nothing Bundt Cakes. Don't have that over here. Feel like I need to keep on reiterating. They've had a really bad week or two.
Alex says, I don't know how she or anyone covers baked goods and is still skinny. Same. Because every time we talk about one of these things, I go out and buy it like a fatty. Like, dude, when we did the crumble cookie, I get the crumble cookie. At least it was only 20 bucks, right? And other people... Oh, Alex says, disregard Rice Krispie treats, acquire Trix treats. I agree. Those are so much better. I've had the one where they combine them too. That's pretty good. I like the Trix. I'm with you on that. I like the icing. It is a cream cheese icing, Becky says. At Nothing Bundt Cakes, yes, they use cream cheese icing. At Nothing Bundt Cakes, I like the chocolate one and the red velvet personally. They're really good. By the way, that thing, the bouquet, I got it with buttercream icing, but you can choose what kind of icing you want with it. You can choose what type of flowers you want on it, what colors you want on it, and they have vanilla and chocolate cupcakes, so you can get all of one or each, or you can get an assortment like I did. KO says, I eat one and give the rest out. That's a good idea. KO says, same Becky, cream cheese, carrot cake, and red velvet. Yes, we are going to talk some red velvet here. KO says, I cook and bake so much. That's awesome. I'm jealous. I love the way the house smells when you're baking. Alex says, my girlfriend at the time made me Trix treats. I might be a sucker for fresh melted butter and marshmallow, but the Trix treats were sublime. I agree. You can't go wrong with just melted butter and sugar, but Lord have mercy,
In terms of PR. So first off, they are starting to come out with their seasonal range, one of which is like a limited edition Dubai. I think it's Dubai and pistachio.
This
Or
is
it
the
could
thing
just
that
be
I was
Dubai chocolate.
contemplating
People were so
buying, but I
excited about
didn't end
their
up
Dubai
getting
chocolate, right? Some people were literally just like eating it in the car. They were that excited, and there were some mixed reviews. But the one thing I will say is that some of these people were showing the insides of the Dubai Bundt cake, and there was nothing there. There was no filling.
I really want what's in the middle.
I saw this one. Look at this. Look at this. Now, This is the pistachio-filled Dubai chocolate bundt cake.
What is this? Do y'all see this?
What is that? That's not even filling. That's just a little, like, bloop. You got 1 spoon of pistachio. Now, if you don't know, pistachio is quite an expensive ingredient. So is the crunchy phyllo dough that comes with it, that's part of it. The kadayif, or however you want to say, kanafa. It adds that crunch in there, and those two ingredients are not cheap. It's over. The fad has to be over. I know. Like, I don't know why the obsession with Dubai chocolate. I don't get it. I tried the crumble Dubai chocolate brownie, and it was okay, but, like, man, you can only have one bite because it's so rich and just, like, it's too much. Too much sugar, way too rich, too much chocolate. I don't know. It's just not for me. I don't love pistachios on their own, but I like the flavor. Like, the ice cream is pretty good. I love pistachio ice cream. I also eat pistachios because they're a good treat. I just leave them in the truck, so if I don't have any food during the workday, I have a little something there, and like the shells kind of slow me down, so it takes me longer to eat them, so it lasts a little while. KO says, eat baklava like a regular human. Yeah, the baklava is really good. But if I paid for Dubai chocolate,
so people weren't very happy about that, and I'm not gonna lie.
I would be so mad if I got that. Look at that,
I wouldn't be very.
What? Okay, so it wasn't just hers. All of them are like this, and it's like the little. If you don't know, in the middle of the Bundt cake, there's a hole. So they've just kind of filled that hole with the pistachio stuff, and it's just a chocolate cake with one little bite of that pistachio cream.
Happy with that either. Like, if you're gonna sell something that's filled, it's got to be filled. It's got to be.
That's really good. I wish there was more Dubai filling, but what can you expect?
And following on from that, there was this
what
woman,
can you expect?
Who had received
charge more.
2 Bundt
Just
cakes, one
charge
for
whatever
husband
it
and one
costs
for
to make it
her.
good.
And what they'd done is when she got her Bundt cake, it wasn't actually real. It was the display.
So the husband and I went to Nothing Bundt Cakes. As you can see, I have been eating.
Y'all, if you haven't been to this place, they're absolutely amazing. The lemon one is amazing. The red velvet is amazing. The chocolate, you cannot go wrong in this building. It's kind of like crumble. Everything in there is great. If it sounds good to you, you're gonna love it.
Eating mine. And then got chocolate.
Check this one out.
Oh, I wonder why you can't eat it. And you might think, oh,
it's just a little
maybe
stale, right?
It out or it got hard. Help me take it. Oh, no, open it. We got a fake nothing.
And the thing is, right, is that they're actually really.
Now that's kind of funny. I thought they accidentally gave him the display, which that's kind of funny. I mean, okay, that. I don't think you can attack the company for that. That's just a simple mistake. We're human beings. Becky says they are delicious. I'm with you. Becky? What's your favorite at Nothing Bundt cake? KO said the cream cheese carrot cake and red velvet. What is your favorite flavor? Because I like the red velvet as well, but there's a conspiracy about the red velvet.
Pretty expensive. A lot of times they're actually more expensive than the cake themselves. But good news is that Nothing Bundt cakes got through to her instantly. They were like, we're so sorry, we're gonna send you an actual Bundt cake, an edible Bundt cake. I don't think they asked for the display one back.
We really appreciate them reaching out and taking the time to kind of fix it. It's an inconvenience, yes, to my husband.
Little side note, y'all, if you're having a problem with a company and they won't make it right, apparently all you have to do is make a TikTok account, because these companies are just zooming through TikTok, and if they see their name, they are squashing that thing.
Because he really wanted the chocolate cake, and so did I, and so did baby. But we understand humans make mistakes.
Her baby wanted it, you guys.
They did say they were going to make it up and send something to us, so I will post an update when we receive that.
And yeah, that they didn't ask for it back. I'm assuming they have a lot in stock and they can just replenish. As that was all swimming around, somehow this like rumor was born that Nothing Bundt Cakes weren't actually making their cakes individually. They were actually using cake mix, and that
now I think that in this section, we're going to be confused by people using different nomenclature, okay? Now, in this, I feel like when people say a boxed cake mix, they're talking about a box of cake mix. And when people say something is homemade, that means you're combining all of the ingredients together yourself, okay?
That I saw a couple of accounts talking about this, and it really sparked off a little bit of outrage. Really sparked off a conversation from actual, bakers, employees that work for Bundt Cake.
Now, what the hell made y'all think Nothing Bundt Cakes was homemade?
Now, this lady, this video This video right here is actually why I wanted to talk about this. No disrespect to Miss Nicole. She has very hard opinions about the thing. Now, she says nothing Bundt cakes using box cakes. Now, number one, they are making the Bundt cakes in the building because I've been to the building. I've seen them. They have giant ovens. They're making the cakes. It's just like Crumble Cookie. You can go in there and see it if you want to. Becky says they have a Reese's Cup one that's good. Just a plain vanilla and the carrot cake is good too. Okay. Plain vanilla? I have not had the vanilla one. See, when I go there, I usually just get one because it, you know how it is. They're like 2,000 calories or something. I don't know how much they are, actually. I shouldn't say that. They're going to sue me. They might have a company that makes the mass production of the dry ingredients proprietary. Yeah. Now, this is a business, okay? Nothing Bundt Cakes is a franchise. And absolutely 100% they have recipes. And what they do is, if you have a bakery, you have a cake mix that you use for your company, and you send that cake mix to all your stores. And then they use that cake mix. So, are they using a cake mix? Yes. Because cakes are... The chemistry is very important in baking, okay? And when you're making cakes on the scale that these places are making them, dozens and dozens at a time, there's no room to mess around. There's no room to, oops, this part of the whatever wasn't all the way mixed, or the salt didn't get to the whatever. It needs to be totally homogenized, 100% ready to go. Someone takes a scoop off the top and makes a thing. It has to be perfect, just like I was saying before, in Tallahassee or Kansas City, right? Now, Nicole is upset because I think Nicole had a Bundt cake and it tasted good, and she is so mad about it.
Really started off a
or somebody attacked her Bundt cakes and said, I can get this at Nothing Bundt Cake and it tastes better.
From actual,
that's my theory, but let's hear what Nicole has to
now,
say.
What the hell made y'all think Nothing But Cakes was homemade? Who started that? Because it never gave homemade. I always knew they were box cakes. No shade to any of the owners, but I automatically knew it was box cakes.
I automatically knew it was box cakes. Now, you automatically knew that they were using box cake mix because you can taste what? Like, we're talking about cake has the same ingredients. It's cake. I think she's alleging that they're back there with Betty Crocker like, okay, guys, we need to make 950 Bundt cakes. Let's open 700 boxes of Betty Crocker and go to town.
The red velvet tastes the same at all locations. I swear to God, it's like 50. I always knew they were box cakes. No shade to any of the owners, but I automatically knew it was box cakes. Number one giveaway, the red velvet tastes the same at all locations. I swear to God, it's like 50 variations to red velvet.
There could be 50 variations to red velvet, but this problem is easily solved by what's called a recipe. And every single Lord have mercy, every single location would have the same recipe and access to the same ingredients. And I think everybody who goes to chain bakeries knows this. KO says they get money from the individual stores that they have to buy, and you get money back as the owner of that blends. It's like a pyramid. What? It's like any big scale bakery like Walmart doesn't make their breads and cupcakes. Yeah. Absolutely. So like Walmart, those cupcakes, they have a central facility that makes all the cupcakes, freezes them, and they send them all to the stores. And then in the store, they just decorate the cake or the cupcake or whatever.
But I automatically knew it was box cakes. Number one giveaway, the red velvet tastes the same at all locations. I swear to God, it's like 50 variations to red velvet. People don't know how to make red velvet cake.
People don't know how to make red velvet cake. I would argue that people who make cake for a living probably know how to make red velvet cake. Also, there's a recipe, because they got to train hundreds of people how to make the same cake, and it tastes exactly the same everywhere. So I don't see where the conspiracy is here.
Red velvet cake tastes the same in every single nothing but cake. That was the giveaway for me. Furthermore, how many times people got to come on this app and tell y'all that bakers use box cakes all the time? Y'all thought they was out here giving out franchises to real bakers that's using homemade recipes? It honestly never gave that, to be honest.
Homemade recipes. So like, in order for it to be homemade, it has to be made in someone's kitchen, or because like I don't think you realize when you're making 24 cupcakes at home, that's one thing. When you're making 500 cupcakes every hour at a production facility, it's not, you're not using box cakes. I just don't understand. If I went to McDonald's, I'm not getting burgers and fries, KO says. I make red velvet cake. Okay, good. Are there 50 ways to make red velvet cake? I don't know what that means exactly. Maybe there's a lot of different red velvet flavors, but I would think that whichever way, if you're choosing way number 47 out of 50 to make red velvet cake, I think every location's going to use method number 47. I don't know.
I love nothing but cake down. So this is not
Me too.
a bashing video.
Good.
This is a y'all are delusional video, because
I don't know if we're delusional, ma'am. I don't want to accuse you of being delusional. I think you're just mistaken, and that's okay. It's okay to be wrong. I love everybody.
what made y'all think they were homemade?
Your home sees a lot in a day.
There's a well-placed commercial. Love that.
Now, this woman here, her reasoning for believing the Nothing Bundt cakes were using box cake mix is because their red velvet cake tastes the same no matter where you go, no matter what store you go into. It's going to taste exactly the same.
Becky says they have a banana pudding one out now. Banana pudding? Ooh. Like the middle of it's filled with banana pudding? Or do you just get one bite of it, like the pistachio one? You just get like a little plug of banana. That sounds really good though, man. I love some banana pudding. I can't miss out on that. I might have to try it. Does she wake up needing to spread the word of this box cake mix-up? Yeah, I know, right? Like, she didn't even get out of bed before she was like, you guys, you don't understand. There's 50 ways to make red velvet cake, and there's no way that a cake place knows how to make cake. There's no way. It's impossible. That's, if crazy, if true. If I felt like I was the only person in possession of that information, I might make a TikTok too. Flour and sugar are mixed together somewhere else. I think they should be. Because again, on an industrial scale, you can't just get out the measuring cup here. It's a very complicated procedure. This is a very, very large cake batter bowl we're talking about. Becky says, I would think homemade would be from scratch, like by adding the flour and sugar and other ingredients. I agree, but I think if you take a box cake mix and make it at home, that's also a homemade cake. Is it different flour in there, KO? Cake flour, right? Isn't it like cake flour and salt, baking powder? I don't know. I don't know how to make cake. I know how to eat it though, and I'm telling you what. But I'm gonna tear that thing up later. But man, I don't understand the vitriol about the red velvet here.
And apparently red velvet cake's quite a difficult one to get right. I'm not the biggest fan of red velvet cake, so I can't say I've sampled enough of them to really get a good understanding if they all taste completely different. But to me, cakes taste different everywhere. She came out and she was just like, nah.
True.
And I believe that the Bundt cakes come out of a box
And it wasn't
this is
even
what set people off. So one person.
It wasn't even that she said, I believe. It was like incredulous. Like she's closing her eyes. Like, I can't believe you guys would even think for a second that they're making cakes in that cake building. There is no way that a cake place is making cakes. No way. Because Red Velvet.
And said, as an employee, we absolutely bake and frost everything in-house. All bakeries receive the same ingredients and follow the same recipes. This is why they taste the same.
How would
we
she
are
know?
in there
She's just
busting
an
ass
employee.
Every day. That's why they taste so good. Do I really care if it's like box mix or not? No, if it's their own box mix.
Now, my point on this is they would not be allowed to sell Betty Crocker or Duncan Hines cake mix as their own because that would be a crime. You can't do that in business. Betty Crocker could sue the pants off of them and win.
If Bundt Cake have this for every single cake
I can't go to Burger King and order burgers and sell them at Drew's Burgers.
And they basically send them out, but it is their own ingredients. So the employees...
It's their own ingredients and recipe.
Whether or not they're new to the job or they've been there for ages, it's hard to get wrong because it's literally all measured all the same. So I've got no doubt they don't bake and frost everything in-house, but when the ingredients come...
What I'm guessing is they have it just like you do at home when you have all the dry ingredients are already mixed together, except they're getting like 50-pound bags of the dry ingredients and mixing them in a giant
Are they getting
cauldron.
it like boxed? Someone else said, employee here, we use packages, huge 50 lbs bags of our own created mix made by the
NBC employee. Oh, nothing, Bundt Cake. I'm stupid, sorry. I was like, she works for NBC News. We use packages, huge 50-pound bags of our own created mix by the founders. Do not listen to strangers on the internet saying it's Duncan Hines. Also, the carrot is 100% homemade, just a recipe we follow very closely. Yes, because that's how you have a franchise restaurant.
Founders, please do not listen to strangers on the internet saying it's like Duncan Hines or something. Also, the carrot is 100%
That's right,
homemade.
KO. I'm going to be a
food
food reseller.
So that was my suspicion. How are you supposed to be able to get them a completely... like a big franchise like
too,
that?
Amy.
It's like McDonald's. I've never worked there, but going by what a lot of people say, you can correct me if I'm wrong if you've ever worked there before, but everything is like measured out to a T. Like there is a structure so that the burgers generally taste
so it tastes the same at
like,
every location.
You've got to add a certain amount of this, certain amount of that. It's very like written everywhere. You've got to follow procedure, otherwise like no two burgers are the same when they're meant to be uniform. So yeah, so I think clarification on that is needed, but I do think that
I don't
like
think it is.
Said, big
I think it's just a case of one person not understanding
instructions
how
are written on it, and if it is their own
work.
mix, then because you got to make sure they're uniform all the way around. That's why the red velvet cake is so good everywhere. Do you know what I mean? Like that, fine. But if you found out that they were actually using like a Betty Crocker mix, I can understand why people would be really
Betty
annoyed.
Crocker would sue the pants off of Nothing Bundt Cakes for millions of dollars and win if they were.
This is the way that large chains do it. So over here, I remember reading some comments because people were just absolutely brain dead to the thought of Costa. So we have Costa coffee, we also have Starbucks, but Costa coffee is like our kind of version of Starbucks, if you think of it like that.
Yeah, I've heard of Costa.
So Costa, people were out of their minds because they found out that the Costa workers aren't actually like hand making the croissants, the hand making the even the sandwiches and whatnot. They were like, what? You guys don't make it in the back? I thought that's what you did. And it's like, this isn't Little Bakery. Wait, actually, hold on a minute. The Little Bakery...
My coffee maiden must make the croissant.
Bakery, do they have pastry chefs back there, or do they get it delivered and then they just heat it up in the oven? I don't know, actually.
Lord.
I wouldn't be surprised, but I thought they made...
I'm guessing that the Starbucks things are all made at a central co-packer location and they're all sent to the restaurant. That's my theory from years of restaurant management. You would be surprised how this stuff works behind the scenes, and you'd be surprised at big companies' ability to homogenize and make the process completely uniform so that every single place produces the exact same product every time. KO says they have squeeze guns for mustard and stuff, ketchup for burgers, so they can always be the same. Yes. Like we saw in that one video, they had like a three nozzle sauce gun for making that big arch thing, and it just, like, you pull the trigger and it dispenses an exact amount of sauce. Like, that's technology going into that, you know? So I'm sure that they considered that their red velvet has to taste the same at every restaurant. I think conspiracy debunked. It's still up in the air about the Walmart Cupcake Bouquet. I mean, I've got mine. Even got a little ribbon on there, okay? I got my Cupcake Bouquet, but good luck getting one, because if you order it, they are going to cancel your order. I don't know why. Why can't Walmart do business? It's like they don't want money. It's very simple. I have money, you have product, I buy product, you give me product. I tried twice and was not able to do this. Had to call 6 locations. It shouldn't be this hard to get cupcakes. That's funny, KO. Next weekend, Dispenser of Sauce playing live at the Agora. That's a great band name. It's just you and me. Yeah, that's right. No, I'm not eating one. Hey, I appreciate y'all hanging out. Thank you so much for watching. Go out there and get you a cake at Walmart Bakery and let me know how it goes. Walmart is in shambles. I don't know what's going on over there, but their employees in the bakery, at least the one I finally got a hold of, was top notch. So cheers to y'all. Cheers to them. Thank y'all so much. Have a great weekend. Tell your family you love them. And I will catch y'all on Monday for the extras. Peace.